So if you've been making your Bloomtopia blocks, they're not that hard. They don't take that long. You have just twice a month to make them, so you have a nice amount of time in between. I think what's taken me a little bit longer is doing the stitchery. But I have a surprise for you. It just came today, so I wanted to be sure I get this in here and show you, and I'll show you again on the fireside chat. But I had to show you now. Is the Fat Quarter Shop sent me along some of their blocks. Yes, I know you've seen the whole Bloomtopia quilt, but they make extra blocks. I think they said Chelsea made these blocks. And so they sent them along to me so that I could show you some of them, and then I'll be sending them back. But isn't this pretty? This is their fabric, and this is the fabric that's in the kit. So if you wanted to get, and I know a bunch of you have asked me, I've got it here, a bunch of you asked me about the kit, and it comes, when you order the kit, you get the whole box, which is really pretty because you can use it for storage, and it has a beautiful saying in it, which is just, I think it might be backwards on the phone. Where flowers bloom, so does hope, from Lady Bird Johnson. And you do get the whole, there we go, you get the whole pattern all printed out, and you get the ruler, the special ruler, which is really nice, and the triangles and the fabric and all of that. Now there is also a backing. If you've been looking and watching, there's a really cool backing that goes on this project with the 2020. I haven't decided if the charity one will have the 2020 or not. So if you like this, probably backwards, but if you like the 2020, let me know. I wasn't going to put it on the one that I auction just because it's kind of like a unique thing, quilters, and I think a lot of people who might auction aren't really quilters. They're people supporting Make-A-Wish that are maybe community members in the Austin area where the Make-A-Wish is. So I was going to leave it off so that it didn't have it on there, but you can get the kit and do it because I think it's really cool. I might just have to do it anyway. And that also, this kit comes with the mouse pad, which has got the pattern on it. And see those tulips? Let me just show you. I have to show you this is one of the tulips in the fabric from that kit. Look, I just think it's gorgeous. You know, doing the Bonnie Lane, wherever there's red, mine are probably going to be orange or gold because I don't have a red in my Bonnie Lane fabric. But if you're using the kit, then you get this really, really pretty red. I just love this. It is so pretty. So I wanted to show you that to be sure because several people asked me a bit more details about it, and we just started, so you have plenty of time to get in on it and support Make-A-Wish. But I also have some other things just to show you on the pop-in. First, I put a note on Facebook because like I asked, if you were my fabric roll, where would you be? Because I can't find you. I've got in the Charming Baby book. Isn't this cute? And I could not find the fabric that I'm going to use. I have some of the fabric, but I have a roll of fabric that's from the line that I'm going to use, and I could not find it. But I think putting it out in the universe, doesn't that happen? You just put it out there, and look what I found. And where did I have to tell you where I found it? I use these containers, you know, to store my stuff in, store project. These should be one project in a container. One. It's like I looked in all the containers. Finally, I decided okay, I don't have that many. There's not that many. So I went back and I opened them up slowly. And there this was with a different project. Bad, 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 bad. So I put it with a different project. It had a note on it. Look, see? I had this note clipped on here. Everything was organized except, because I was waiting for the book to come in. Except that I didn't put it in its own container. So I put this in my newsletter. So those of you who got the newsletter or read my newsletter know all about it. So this is the fabric line. I'll link you to it. Oh, it's all backwards probably. Vintage Happy 2. And I've made the first block, but I don't have it here yet. It's still a secret. But it's gorgeous. And this fabric line has reds, and it's kind of a vintagey feel, but clear colors. Super cute patterns. Yeah, and there's some really cute florals that look a little bit 30s like, and I'm using a blossom with the little tiny dots that my friend Christopher designed, and it is gorgeous. So the block, what we're going to do is there is a bonus sampler, which is what we're going to make using one of the blocks from each of the quilts in the baby charmer. And this is all about, quilts made for babies, baby size quilts. We all like baby size quilts because they're so cute, right? So this has got a whole bunch of different projects in it. Let me just find a picture of one. There's one like the star. So that's the one I did first. So I'll show you that to you very soon. But I want you to know that you can get this with the sew along starts, I don't know, like in a month, I think. I can't remember. I'll look that up. But I only put it in my newsletter so far, so I'll look that up. If you haven't yet, do the spirograph block. Yes, spirographs. See, doesn't that look like it's spinning here? And I've got on the last page of the pattern a bonus layout with it multiplied, so side by side, so you can see what that looks like. And if you happen to be in Austin, Texas this weekend, today, I think Thursday at some point, starts the QuiltCon show at the convention center in Austin, Texas through the weekend. I believe it's through Sunday. And if you are there, be sure you go to the Olfa booth because you might get one of these. They're so cute, and they're just for the events that they're doing this spring. So whenever Olfa has a booth at an event in the spring, which I think Chicago they're doing next, which is the next weekend or the weekend after, something, it might be next weekend. So the little zippy pouches, and there I put my rotary cutter in it. I guess I could put the rotary cutter behind you put it either way. See, I've got my Olfa scissors in there. Or you can put them both on the same side into the net side, and it zips up. But you have to go to their booth and meet them, say hi to Yvonne, tell Yvonne you watched my pop-in video, and that's where you saw this. She's great. She is so, so great. So that is what's going on here. It is freezing cold today here in Virginia. It's supposed to have a chance of flurries, and it's one of those days where you go out and it feels like snow, but there's nothing happening yet. So I took a really brief walk, and now I have to go back to work. So I am so glad to see you here. I love you. Thanks for being part of my community. Talk to you online.